Oh, top headline today, a Wall Street Journal. China becomes the world's biggest auto exporter with the help from Russia. Wrong. It wasn't help from Russia. It was help from us. It was help from us. It was help from NATO. It was help from our, the people that follow along what the United States tells them to do. With help from Russia? Oh, I will explain. But let's go back. We're going to do a little Godfather. But then we're going to do Godfather 3, believe it or not. There's a scene in Godfather 3 where they're sitting around. They're in Sicily. They're sitting around in a courtyard, and they're trying to figure out who ordered that hit in Atlantic City, who made it possible. They're having a conversation in regards to it. And Don Tomasino basically points out that, what's his name there? Altobello. Was that his name? Yeah, the guy, their ships are sailing in the same direction. Godfather 3. If that guy, he was the only one that could pull that off. But in that scene, you had Andy Garcia's character point out, talking about how the Corleone family got out of drugs in New York. And, now there's all sorts of problems. The Russians, the Chinese are going to have to step in. And he makes the astute comment that your enemies become stronger on what you leave behind. If you do recall, I cited that same scene in The Godfather at the opening of the whole Ukrainian-Russian conflict when sanctions started coming down. And we saw all of these companies forced pulling out of Russia, left, right, all over the place, shutting down operations, leaving everything that they had there. And I made the point here on the program, what do you think is going to happen there? Someone's going to step in. They're going to take all of their equipment. They're going to take all of their technology. They're going to take their stores, and they're going to take it over, and they're going to get rich on it. China's overseas auto sales, again, they just surpassed Japan as the world's biggest car exporter. Well, what's the main driver? Russia. So we stopped selling them cars. Japanese stopped selling them cars. Europeans stopped selling them cars. Guess what? Exactly what we told you. Someone's going to fill the void. And again, this is they've always been this way. They're hands off. They don't pick sides. They have an aloof personality when it comes to foreign policy and what they're involved with. And what did I say they were going to do? They were going to step in just as much as they were going to step in and buy all of that Russian oil that wasn't going to places where we said it wasn't going to go. The overall stupidity of sanctions. And again, you see people say, well, what are we supposed to do? Continue to do business? I don't know what to tell you, people. But was it better just to hand over our business to them? Just to give it to them? Because that's what we did. Now, you think it's going to be easy to get that back? 5.26 million made in China vehicles were sold overseas last year. That is 1 million more than the exports of made in Japan cars. Again, the Chinese electric vehicle manufacturer, they put out a car right now. It's around anywhere between $30,000 to $40,000. It's a hot item in Europe. We have tariffs on it here in the United States. It's not allowed here. BYD, they also ousted Tesla as the world's top seller of EVs in the most recent quarter. Again, you got a major market, internal market in of itself in China, just based upon population. But I've always said, the best way to conduct foreign policy is by doing business, not by shutting it down. So again, as we continue to shoot ourselves in the foot with moronic economic policies and the weakening Biden administration, I don't know what to tell you here. I really don't. Oh, Chinese, they subsidize their manufacturing there in the United States. And I get it. You should base tariffs based upon that. But also, guess what? We don't do the same thing here. But we haven't been subsidizing our EV manufacturers here in the United States. Not to mention what's interesting about this story as well is that it's not so much the EV sales, it's their internal combustion engine sales that have been rising all over the globe. Now, again, ask yourself a question. Just think about it. Close your eyes for a second. You're on the road. All right, you're on the road at this point now. How many American cars do you see outside of Tesla? Outside of Tesla, can you, even at first glance at an American car, I couldn't tell you who the manufacturer is. They're not distinctive by any way, shape, matter, form. Sure, you'll come to mind, you'll know what a Mercedes looks like. You know what a BMW looks like. You'll know what a Maserati looks like. You know what certain cars look like. SUVs, different story. I'm talking about cars, not SUVs. Yeah, we're not doing too well there, folks. Oh, okay. I'll give you maybe the Corvette. But other than that, we're losing. We're losing when it comes to this. And guess what? All the subsidies in the world ain't going to change things. Maybe the government, maybe we should get out of the way. Maybe we should come to some point in time where we're, trying to put an end to all of these wars. And then guess what? Get rid of all these ridiculous sanctions because they're not working. They're not working. Have the sanctions weakened Russia at all? No, they haven't. They haven't. And in many respects, one could argue that may have made them even stronger. WatchDog on WallStreet.com.